Good morning, boys and girls. It's good to see you. Today we're going to do a story called George's New Dinosaur. And with this story, there is a craft. If you look in your craft bag, you will find a paper that looks like this, but it's green, not white. Okay? And that is your dinosaur puppet. You'll also find in there your little bag, and in your little bag you'll have this little white piece of paper and two googly eyes. Okay? You're going to need those today. You'll also find in your craft bag a brown paper bag, and this is going to be our puppet. Okay, before we start the puppet, we're going to read this story first, okay? So sit back and enjoy yourself and listen to the story. This is one of the Peppa Pig books. So let's read about George's new dinosaur. Turn my camera so you can see the book. Here we go. George's favorite toy. Let me turn this a little bit more. George's favorite toy is Mr. Dinosaur. George likes bouncing Mr. Dinosaur in the garden, playing with him at bath time, and cuddling with him when he goes to sleep. At bedtime, Peppa says, "George, I think Mr. Dinosaur is broken." Uh-oh. What's wrong with Mr. Dinosaur? Can you see? George is very upset. Mommy and Daddy Pig come in to see why George is crying. "Poor George," says Daddy Pig. "Maybe it's time you got a new dinosaur." Can you tell he's lost his tail? He has lost his tail. The next day, Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig visit Mr. Fox's shop. "I'm sure we'll find a lovely dinosaur here, George," says Mummy Pig. "George, look," says Daddy Pig, pointing to the shop window. "There's a big one." "Oh, dinosaur," says George. "Good morning," says Mr. Fox. "Can I help you?" "We'd like to buy the dinosaur in the window, please," said Daddy Pig. "Good choice," says Mr. Fox. "This is Dino Roar. He walks, he talks, and he sings." "Dino Roar," says George. "We'll take it," said Daddy Pig. George is playing with Dino Roar in the garden. Dino Roar sings, "Dino Roar, Dino Roar, listen to Dino Roar, roar." "Careful, George," said Daddy Pig. "Don't play too roughly because Dino Roar will break." George wants to play with Dino Roar in the bathtub. "Splash, splash, splash, splash!" "Dino Roar," said George. Mummy Pig says, "George, if you get Dino Roar wet, he will stop talking or stop working." Uh-oh. Sounds like Dinosaur or Dino Roar is just too easy to break. Peppa and George are asleep in bed, but suddenly Dino Roar comes to life. "Listen to Dino Roar, roar!" "George," says Peppa, "Dino Roar has woken me up." Maybe Dino Roar should sleep somewhere else, said Daddy Pig, taking Dino Roar away. Uh-oh, he doesn't look very happy. You see his blanket's got little dinosaurs all over it. George is feeling sad. He cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden, or the bath, or even bed. Don't worry, George, says Mummy Pig brightly. Dino Roar can still roar. Dino Roar, listen. Listen to Dino Roar. Dino Roar stops walking and talking completely. Uh-oh, I have my thumb over Dino Roar, but can you see him? Dino Roar stopped working. Now he's broken. He just broke way too easy. I bet George misses his old dinosaur. I think the batteries must have run out, said Mummy Pig. Already? How many are there, grumbles Daddy Pig, as batteries pour out of Dino Roar. Hundreds and thousands, cried Peppa. Look at all those batteries. Let's count them. There's one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17 batteries. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of batteries. Suddenly, Peppa spots something green under the bush. What's this? Says Peppa. What has she got in her hand? What is that? Can you see it? I'm going to bring the book closer. Maybe you can see it. What has she got in her hand? That looks like a dinosaur tail, doesn't it? Let's see. Suddenly, Peppa spots something green under the bush. What is this? Says Papa. Is it a trumpet? You found Mr. Dinosaur's tail, says Mummy Pig. Now Daddy Pig can fix him. He might be a bit difficult to fix, says Daddy Pig doubtfully. Uh-oh. Maybe they can't fix him. But the tail slips perfectly into place. Ho, 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 chuckles Daddy Pig. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur, says Peppa. Dinosaur, says George. George is so happy to have his favorite toy back. Grrr. This dinosaur doesn't roar. This dinosaur doesn't talk, and he doesn't sing, but if he breaks, he's easily put back together, isn't he? And it looks like George is very happy with just his simple dinosaur. Much happier than with the one that he can't play with in the bathtub, the one he can't play with in the garden, or take to bed at night because it's too noisy. He loves his old one, just like it is. My. Have you ever had a toy like that? A toy that you loved even though it was old and all scruffy and broken? Guess what? I have something to show you. Hang on. This is a toy that I have had since I was young. Very, very young. This toy never sang or talked, but I love this toy. She doesn't have her eyes anymore. She doesn't have her nose anymore. Look at her clothes. And look at her hat. Her name is Wowsy, and I slept with her a lot. Wowsy was my favorite toy, and as old as Miss Baker is, I still have her because she was my beloved toy that I loved to sleep with. Do you have a favorite toy that you love to sleep with? Does she still have her eyes? Well, she's still got her arms, and she's still got her feet. And you know what? I still like to hug Wowsy. I bet that you have a favorite toy like this that you like to sleep with, and maybe you can share it with us on video. Ask your mom, see if she can help you. Okay, I am going to put Wowsy over here, and we are going to get started on our craft. So, first thing that you want to do is get out your green paper like this. You're going to cut out his head and his jaw, his arms, and his tail. So while you're cutting yours out, I'm going to cut out mine. Get all your pieces together. Now save this one. We're not going to cut this yet. This is going to be the dinosaur's teeth. And I'll show you how to do that in just a few minutes. But first you want to cut out your dinosaur pieces. Okay. So after you get your head cut out and your bottom jaw cut out, your tail cut out, and your arms cut out, then you can get your white paper out, and I will show you. You're going to take your scissors, cut your paper in two, like this. Okay? Now, you're going to cut. You can start at the corner like this and cut at an angle. And if you think that you can't do it, maybe Mommy can help you. And you're just going to keep cutting your teeth because you want them to be sharp. Okay? So keep cutting those teeth and just go back and forth. Okay, pretty soon you'll have all those teeth cut out. Now, you might not use all the teeth that you have, but you might. Okay? Now remember, you cut your paper in two, so you want to save this one. Okay, so just set it aside. You're going to take your dinosaur head and you're going to lay him upside down. I'm going to turn this so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So you're going to turn him upside down, and the teeth that we just got out, we're going to glue them on the back. Now the easiest way to do that is to take your glue and just run it across the bottom of the jaw of your dinosaur. Okay? And then you're just going to stick the teeth on so the sharp pieces are sticking down. want to make them long because remember, dinosaurs have long, sharp teeth. Okay, so now lift him up and look. There it is. There's your dinosaur with nice sharp teeth. Now you're going to lay this aside and you're going to get his jaw and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to turn it over. Let me make sure I have my jaw going the right way. So your jaw is going to go this way. So you want to put your teeth right here at the top. So turn it over. Do the very same thing. Put your glue on. Okay, and remember, once again, you're just going to cut like this. Okay, then you're going to glue them on. Nice and sharp. Just stick them right on there. There we go. And you're going to turn your jaw over. See, there it is. Now you're going to take your brown paper bag and you're going to lift up the top part. Okay? And you're going to glue your jaw on like this. Now you can't see the teeth right now, but when you open your puppet's mouth, you're going to see these teeth. Okay? So take your glue, put it right there, right across that ridge. Put your teeth right back up there. Put it down. And then you're going to take your dinosaur's head. And let's put the glue on here, just like that, okay? And put your dinosaur's head on and glue it down. Uh-oh. Let's see. There we are. Okay, now you're going to take your eyes out of your bag. Okay, and put the glue right on the X's. Now you don't have to worry so much about the glue if you have the purple glue because it's going to disappear. And you're not going to see the purple once your glue dries. But you can, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now there's your dinosaur's head. Now, let's talk about the dinosaur arms. See, well, first let's look and see how this works. You see, and you'll be able to see it real good in a minute. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to glue our arms on. Now you can glue them on top or you can lift this flap up and glue them under the flap like this. I am going to glue this one under the flap. And you don't have to, but you can. So I'm going to glue this one in the flap. And remember, you have 2 arms. And this one you can glue in the flap too. But I'm going to glue mine right here, because it looks like he's reaching for something. Maybe he's trying to reach something to eat it. So I'm going to put it right there. Just like that. And only thing left we have to do now is his tail. Now you can do his tail here or on the inside flap. Once again, I'm going to put mine on the inside flap. Just like this. Now, if you want to draw something on your dinosaur to add to him, you can. You can write your name on there so everybody will know that it's your dinosaur. Don't forget to put the cap back on your glue. Now, let's see our dinosaur work. You're going to take your hand and stick it inside the bag, and then you're going to curl your fingers under the flap, okay? And let's see. There's my dinosaur. Here's his tail. Kind of looks like my dinosaur's tail is wagging, doesn't it? What? And you can see the bottom teeth of your dinosaur. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this craft. And you can try it again with other things. I want you to have a good summer. Keep doing crafts, make some up, and put them on balloons so that we can see the things that you are doing over the summer. And we will see you again in the fall when it's time to come back to school, okay? I love you. We miss you very much. Have a good summer. Bye-bye.